How to be friends with your pet. Friends with your pet. Please watch video end because more important details provide by Animals Graph. By Animals Graph. Living with an animal is a lot like living with a human friend. It's important to set clear boundaries, treat each other with respect, acknowledge one another's needs, and spend quality time together. Unlike living with a human friend, however, your pet depends on you for food, health, and affection, among other things. The specific ways in which you become friends with your pet will differ depending on what sort of animal you have. Method 1. Establishing confidence. On establishing confidence. 1. Be calm. This one is pretty self-explanatory. Breathe regularly, make your movements smooth and slow, though not so slow that they look abnormal, as this will also freak some animals out, and speak in a calm, normal voice. Avoid being loud. Just think how you would feel if someone seemed to be nervous around you, was fidgeting a lot and speaking loudly and nervously, and making quick, jerky movements. This would make most people feel at least a little nervous. It's the same for animals. Try to always be calm when dealing with your pets, no matter what they've done. If you're very upset at them, take a moment to calm yourself down before dealing with them. You want them to respect you, not fear you. 2. Be patient. Realize that it could take some time to build a lasting bond with your pet. Some animals, like puppies and kittens, might naturally be more easy around you than smaller mammals and reptiles, who might be more prone to defensive behavior. If your pet doesn't warm up to you right away, give it time. With consistent, kind, respectful behavior, you should be able to win it over. 3. Be consistent. Be consistent in everything you do, from feeding to training, and everything in between. Pets are like children in that they need consistency and structure in order to feel safe and secure. When they know what they can expect from you, your pets are more likely to feel comfortable around you, unless what they can expect from you is unpredictable, aggressive behavior, which they won't like. 4. Be the boss. Set rules and boundaries, and stick to them. Set aside time to practice these rules and boundaries with your pet each day. If your pet breaks a rule, use body language and calm but firm words to let them know that what they have done is not okay. Once you've established that you're the boss, it's okay to be more soft and loving with them, while still consistently enforcing the rules. With dogs they call this being the alpha dog. Dogs are happiest when they have confidence that you are their leader and can make decisions for them. They can then have freedom off lead and with people, other animals and in strange situations because they look to you for guidance and you pass on confidence. It's okay for you to feel that you are friends with your dog, but your dog needs to know that you are his leader. Cats can be less easy to control, as they often like being the alpha. If your cat bullies you, often attacking you or ignoring your rules, a good way to train it is to simply ignore it when it does bad things, and praise it when it does things that you approve of. Cats might not like being controlled, but they like being ignored even less. Food is a good way to establish that you're the boss. Most animals will notice that you're the one that feeds them every day, which will make them look forward to seeing you. If you give them treats when they do something good, they'll want to make. 5. Never use violent actions or language to communicate your displeasure with your pet. If your pet does something you disapprove of, calmly and firmly let them know it's not okay without physically hurting them or screaming at them. Hurting them will make them more likely to attack you, not obey you. 6. Understand your pet's body language. Body language is vastly different depending on what sort of animal you have chosen for your pet. If you're unsure of your pet's body language, consider buying a book or reading some websites devoted to your specific animal. Understanding your pet's body language will help you to be a better communicator, as you can even mimic some of their stances, expressions and sounds to send your message in a way they understand. When dogs feel stressed out or threatened, their eyes will look larger than normal. If your dog is not feeling well, it might look as though it's squinting. If your dog isn't looking directly at you, but is looking out of the corners of its eyes so that you see a lot of the whites of the eyes, this is called whale eyes. He might be about to have an aggressive outburst. If your dog is feeling stressed or aggressive, its wide eyes will be accompanied by a rigid body. If your cat looks at you and blinks at you slowly, it's likely communicating affection. You can do this back at your cat to show your love, too. For cats, closing one's eyes in the presence of another is a way to show trust. If your cat feels threatened, its tail will likely be upright and puffy, looking like the end of a toilet brush. Its back will likely be arched, too. 7. Respect your pet's likes and dislikes. Animal experts give us general guidelines about what to expect from animals, but as with people, most animals will have their own quirks. It's important that you respect your pet's individuality. Don't try to make it do things that it clearly doesn't like. Note that this isn't the same as letting your pet run your house or bully you. You still need to consistently stand by your rules and boundaries. Dogs are generally known to be affectionate and to want to be close to their owners at all times. Some dogs, though, and Shiba Inus are known for this, prefer not to be petted or cuddled. If your dog seems to dislike being petted, don't force it. Maybe it likes to have an hour of alone time in another room of the house each night. As long as it's not chewing on your furniture or digging a hole in the carpet, let it have its alone time. It's not a bad idea to think of cats as weird roommates instead of animals. 1 minute your cat might be all over you and very affectionate, and within seconds it might jump off of you and run away, not to be seen for several hours. As long as it isn't hurting you or your home, accept the quirk and let it be its own person. 8. See the world through your pet's eyes. Be empathetic when dealing with your pet. You don't know what's going on in its mind, so it's best to try to read its body language and try to imagine what it must be going through so that you can treat it as well as possible. A rescue dog may have been abused by its previous owner. It may have spent most of its life before meeting you living on the streets, starving and scared. There is a lot of evidence, countless rescue stories and videos online, that proves these dogs, who may lash out at first, come around to love and trust their humans, and vice versa. If your dog is behaving in ways that you dislike, calmly, gently, and consistently reinforce the rules, and they will come around. If your pet is a small mammal, rat, gerbil, guinea pig, rabbit, don't swoop down on them suddenly and pick them up, and then be surprised when they seem terrified. These are animals who are commonly preyed upon from above, so if you want to gain their trust and affection, it's best not to behave like a predator.